do, John?
Pick up some rocks.
Look at me.
Huh? Hi guys. We're testing out Willie today. Finally gonna test the dump bed here. We're just getting a few test rocks. They're all over the place. We don't even have to sift this with the trommel. We'll just throw a few in the bed and bring it down. We're gonna try to do the driveway in sections. We're gonna collect the rock, and you're familiar with the driveway. So up to the rock bridge, back toward the shed. We're gonna try to accomplish that whole section of rock, and then we'll move on from there. Let's not get too crazy. Let's see how it handles downhill. This is like what? About 3/4 full?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, let's try to... I'm going to keep it in high gear.
Alright. Ready when you are.
Second gear high. So I'm off the clutch. I'm not on the brake at all.
It's a big collection of big rocks.
We have a lot. We gotta sort out all the boulders and all the other stuff and start running this guy.
I wonder if you brought those rocks down to like here and dropped them on these. Maybe. If they would break up.
What are those?
Those are some kind of rose. Okay, they're blackberry.
They're high. That's good speed. A couple trips like this, then we could just start unearthing some new stuff.
Yeah.
The rain actually helps out.
Yeah, it kind of separates
here's an interesting feature about the Cushman, guys. I didn't show this before, but it's got this lever here if you need some extra oomph. So it's got a throttle. Alright, so here's how you dump it. You put the lever in, and that should move.
Bungees on this side.
Forgot about that.
Want me to undo it?
We should probably just undo everything. Watch your toes here, steel boot. Just take it off. This is not really functional right now.
We still have to adjust that tailgate release.
Okay, ready?
Yep. That's great.
Fantastic. I don't see why we can't fill it up all the way.
Great. Why don't we go do another load, then we'll come back and spread out. I helped a lot.
So a couple other things we got to do with Willie. I didn't want to like have our next episode be about Willie too, but we're gonna sneak this in somewhere. One thing is fixing this guy. This should work so that when you dump it, these go downward and allow this to pivot up, and then it pivots up here, so it's like a flap.
Yeah.
You should be able to do it that way.
Oops.
I'm okay. Or you should be able to do it the opposite way and use it as a tailgate. So we're gonna figure out how it works and get it working the way it should.
But for now, we
have a hook and a bungee.
Here, you do this. I can't do it one-handed.
Oh, I do.
Ow.
I just get around that. Just hold it. That's all.
That's good enough.
All right, that's not a lot of rocks, but it's a start.
It is a lot of rocks.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Maddie, come on, let's go. Harvey,
Go get
let's
another
go.
load. Whoa.
Like that?
You like going fast and Willie.
Yeah, it's fun. Loving the new tires.
Good.
They're really good. I mean, they're not magical, but...
No magic.
The other thing we're gonna do is make some custom e-brakes for this thing. We got some generic brake shoes, and we're gonna do that. I don't have an e-brake on it right now.
All right, let's load up.
Beauty right there.
Yeah.
amazing. Couple passes, and that's the result, guys. Look at that. A little closer. That's just 2 loads. 2 loads with the Cushman. Awesome. So the dump bed is plenty strong to fill up the entire thing with rocks. And dump it. This is good. This is what we're doing as our base. And we will resupply as needed, but that's looking really good. I mean, that's a good, I don't know, 14 feet or so. Snake, Maddie!
Totally startled her. Flying through the air.
Meg and I are fighting the shale pit, our quarry, and we keep getting these that come up out of the ground. And we're expecting just all these sheets of ripped up nice stone we could just haul off with Willie here. And then I had an idea, and the idea is more like work with what you've got. We have a lot of these. Let's go show them a shot of that, how many of these we've accumulated, and they're getting in the way. So I thought we would take our small breaker hammer and our generator, come down here and try to bust this thing up in place. If this works and we could get it all broken up, we'll just track over it, we'll get another one, we'll make a whole mosaic of these things and then break it up. But if it does work with that breaker hammer, I'm going to try to rent a hydraulic breaker hammer for the skid steer and just break as I go. So we could line up all these on the whole driveway as far as we can, and then rent some equipment and see if that could expedite the process. So this is kind of like a little field test. Let's see if we could get this thing to break. I figure if this little thing can break it, then a hydraulic breaker on that machine could break it. I asked the rental guy, I said, can I rent a breaker? We have a quarry. He's like, nah. I said, but I didn't even finish what I was saying. He's like, it's for like small concrete, lightweight, not lightweight, but like, you know, light duty work. So if I can convince him this little dinky breaker hammer can work on that, maybe show him what I'm doing, maybe he'll rent it to me. Maybe I'll have the privilege. All right, let's go, Bauer. There's that. Alright, there's the pile we dropped off with Willie. Here's the pile I just made from that one big rock. Some nice stone. There's a couple big pieces still, but I really think that hydraulic hammer on that skid steer would be the ticket because we have so many rocks. Here, let's go, let's move this stuff into position here. I'm going to flatten it out and try to crush it a bit. All right, not a bad start. Let's keep going.
So after jackhammering for 45 minutes, John decided to try another method.
John hammer.
And he did that in about 3 minutes.
3? It's because I had to stop to catch my breath. Let's see what this one does. You got your eyeballs covered?
My eyeballs are covered.
Now, Maddie, I'm about to start hitting this. So if you want to stand on top of it, Maddie always gets into danger. Like you're backing up and she'll just be like, hey, watch this, watch how I'll make you stop before I walk out of the way. She plays chicken with you. Hi, Maddie. All right, girls, you got to go.
All right, go, run. Run, go do something.
Go ahead.
You got to get out of the way. It's dangerous here.
Exactly.
You won't wear glasses, so go run. Go play. Go play. Go play in the water. All right.
Now, this is a lot of manual labor, but it goes by really quick once you get it cracking. Mic drop. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's making some good gravel. I brought down 2 big pieces with Rambo. It makes quick work. If you do a few of them a day, right? We're not gonna do the whole driveway in one day. Let's push it around a little bit.
All right.
See, we had...
You want to hit up some of those other ones?
Yeah.
There you go.
We're going for base here. Base of the driveway. Construction vehicles. When we get the base down, then we'll put fines on top. Right now I just want pieces, ideally, like that big, I'd say. That's just way too big. Need my gloves. You have gloves?
Here you go.
It's just some splinters on here. Like some. So those are fun.
The little ones?
Like that.
Yeah. Fun.
So this is our road base, and it's looking really, really good. We have about 4 inches of base here, and we do intend to put a finer material on top to kind of smooth everything out.
Dogs don't like walking on this.
No, they don't.
I don't either.
So we were talking about renting a hydraulic hammer for Rambo there. One day is about 300 bucks. Is that what you found?
Yeah.
It's a lot, and usually the places that rent those don't want to rent it to do this rock type work. Usually it's for like demolition of a concrete pad or something like that. So I'm just seeing how far I get. This is probably going to be something that I do every couple days because it takes a toll on your hands. But a couple things I learned doing this is that if you're hitting the side of a rock like this, you're standing on top of it, and you come down like this, it's going to spray rock from that impact in this kind of like disc direction. So the safest hit you would want to do is like that, because then it's going to spray outward like you're chopping wood. Sometimes you're forced to do that and you get a face full. That's why I have my shield. I have a face shield over there.
Why don't you put it on? Come here, Maddie.
Mountain Cur crossing.
Come here, Carmen.
Go ahead, Carmen. Go, go, go.
Come on.
Good girl. Wow, look at that. So, it seems like a primitive method, but believe it or not, it works the best. So I did that with an entire slab yesterday. It was about 10 feet wide and maybe 6 inches thick, and it created a lot of this rock. I have another idea though, using the machine, breaking it down a little bit before I actually get a sledgehammer to it. So we're gonna go grab a few pieces. I'm gonna show you the abundance of this stuff that we have. We're keeping a few of the nicer pieces in case we want to do like a patio or something up at the house site. But for the most part, I mean, it's laying around. We could always dig up more of them. And I figured it'd be a good way to use that resource that we have already on our property. So let's go up to the shale pit or to the quarry and we'll show you what we're working with here.
Look at me. I just backed Willie up all the way up to the quarry. Now, John, I'm not feeling really good about Willie without an e-brake. I'm afraid Willie's gonna take a ride down the hill.
Yeah,
We should probably fix the e-brake.
I know, I've worked so much on wheel. Come closer.
I feel like I should put something under the wheel. Come on.
I wonder if there's a rock anywhere.
Oh, there's rocks. I'm gonna use this though. Ooh, ah. Come on. What?
Watch out for that snake over there.
Oh yeah. Ow. Oh. I feel like Willie would just go over that.
Nope.
No?
No. I was just tired of working on Willie. We got him running. We did it like, you know, it was waiting on parts, thinking about it, stressing about it. Now it's like, okay, he runs. But yeah, it's a safety thing. Let's get that fixed. Of course, we have to like modify something to fix it. Like, do you want to spend $70 on a little brake shoe?
No.
All right, then let's try to rig it together with the other brake shoes. So
All right, we'll do that later.
let's get that done. Okay. So here, come on guys, let's go for a little tour. Here's what we got. This is small. This one, I can't even move it. That's a small piece. We have a bunch of them. Actually, these are nice size. We have a bunch of them just sitting around here. And this pile was here for a while. And then yesterday I came up here and I start pecking at the ground and I see, you know, I'm working right here, but like 10 feet away, the earth is moving because Rambo is, you know, Rambo. And then I got another one and a big one and a skinny one. And I got all shapes and sizes. You want the Louisiana, you want the Alabama, what shape do you want? Wow, look at that one. Meg, I want to keep this one. You know why?
Why?
Because I want this to be the backrest of a throne. I can just sit there. Right?
It's very throne-like, John.
Yes. That looks like the crystal shard from Dark Crystal. All right, we got this one. This one's really thick. This is probably one of the thickest ones.
Yeah, that one's pretty
That
big.
one would not be very fun to do. I think there's more up here. Come on, Meg.
And look, see, these are more in the ground. It's easier to pull out these big ones.
Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Another one underneath it. Like, there's just so much rock here. We have a couple 100 yards of road base that we could use here. So Meg and I, what we were doing is what we used to do. Like, this was a big piece for us to handle and to put in there, but like we were going around stockpiling pieces like this, right? And trying to lay down road base that way. And I was just like, let's break these things up.
Yeah.
Just do it. And it's creating a lot of stone quickly.
And look at how many more are here. There's just sheets of them.
I mean, it is very doable to just find one of these and pop it around a little bit with that stump bucket and it just moves and you have this whole new sheet of rock.
Yeah.
And there's more of it and there's more down there. It's everywhere. We even have a few up there.
Yep.
And who knows how many tons or hundreds of tons we have beneath our feet. With this new Outlook, we have enough to do the driveway base. And then we still have all this stuff here if we want to.
Trommel-worthy stuff.
We have trommel-worthy stuff here that we could stockpile, run through the trommel, have it spit out all this stuff, and then lay this in between all that stuff to lock it all in, and so that it's not as sharp. But I think right now we're going to focus on just getting these big pieces down to where we're working in the shade, beat them up, and then make a lot of gravel out of them. I don't know if the way we're going to be doing this is going to be more sledgehammering, if we'll figure out a different method. The breaker hammer, the Bauer jackhammer thing, it's just not heavy enough. It's a waste of gasoline. Like, you get so much more punch with a sledgehammer. It's just exhausting to do it. But anyway, right now we're experimenting what the best method is. And inevitably we're going to be considering that breaker hammer. We even thought about just buying one. with the thought of let's just use it and then sell it when we're done. That way we don't have to rush and do a one-day rental. Like for a week for that thing's $1,000. I could order 40 tons of gravel for that.
Yeah.
At that size.
Yeah.
Which is like 20 bucks a ton now. It's ridiculous.
John, you gonna ficus?
Yep, we're gonna ficus. Gotta let a little grease out. The backhoe is not, it's not strong enough to push this on. This track is pretty tight. So we're just gonna let a little grease out.
We're gonna ficus. When Clara was real little, instead of saying fix it, she'd say ficus. So we still say ficus. You want the bag? I guess you do that when you're done, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Want me to step on it?
Yeah, you could step. Go ahead. All the way up. Stand on it. You having fun?
No, it's not doing
You
anything.
kind of look like a little... Like
Oh, monkey?
There we go.
There we go.
Too much
Is that loosey-goosey?
Probably enough for him. Tighten it back up now. Now we're going to get a Meg and just... We're going to get her in there, turn the machine on. I don't know, Meg, if we're... You might need to raise yourself up a little bit.
You think so?
Maybe. I don't know what to do with this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Not just a hat
Meant
rack.
to be.
Alright, let's go. Get up there.
Okay.
Here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I got this. I think this is called a Jimmy bar. Believe it or not. I'm going to get it between a couple teeth here. Have Meg go with the left stick forward and to the left. That's only going to move this track forward, and then I'm going to do my best to convince it that it needs to go up there.
Alright.
But you get a bar like this. Don't get a hollow bar like my snake stick here, because it'll
Now
just...
the snake stick has some...
The machine will just crush a copper tooth.
It has a story. Here's your bag.
Yep. Meg, you're gonna want to curl your bucket out, so right joystick to the right. First thing first, okay?
Alright. Are the dogs...
They're fine. Go ahead.
Alright, I wasn't listening. Right joystick, what?
Right joystick this way. A little bit more. Alright.
Now what?
Left joystick, you're gonna go forward and to the left. Just a little bit. Okay, whoa, whoa. Let's see. Got my bar here, kind of stuck in there now. It's not going anywhere. Maybe I can, at this point, so we're pretty tight down here. We got a little bit of play here. Let's see if I can just muscle it on there real quick. Hold tight, Meg. keep going. Good. Oh! Alright, now my bar is stuck, Carmen.
Want me to bring it up?
Can you raise the whole machine up a little bit?
Tell me which way to go.
Right joystick toward me. Okay, hold on. I'm wondering if I could just send it around. Try to go the other direction now. Backwards so that it's back to the right. Good, keep going. Good, keep going. Stop. Very good work, Meg.
Thanks, John. You get it on?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Minor setback. All right, kill it. All right, that could have been worse, but we were fortunate. The sprocket, or the final drive, the bottom idler there, the front idler is the only thing that had the problem.
John, remember the first time this happened, it took us like 3 hours?
Right.
That took us about 3 minutes.
Yeah, not bad. That was a good method there. All right. That was the cleanest I've done that job. Not bad. No gloves. There she is.
In case you're wondering, I usually wear contacts. Something's up with my eye. So I'm doing this.
Nice. I was just looking for Maddie, couldn't find her. For the first time, Maddie blends in. You see any Maddies? You see her? You see her? There she is.
It's all over your face,
Honey,
Maddie.
what do you got? You look exhausted. What, you wrestle with Carmen? Oh, hello, Carmen. Are you jealous of the attention Carmen's getting? Or Maddie's getting?
See if we can find the lizard.
Lizard. All right, guys, we're gonna take rocks like this.
I found it.
You found it?
Yeah.
That means the snake is gone. Here.
He's right here.
Where is he? Where?
National Geographic. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
See him?
Carmen, no, there's no snake in it. Carmen.
They're like iguanas.
Sure.
Blends in with the tree. Leave it alone, Carmen. They're cool.
Hey. All right, Rambo. That's a big rock, dude. I mean, it's my boot. It's a big rock. Oh, holy smokes. Oh, let's giddy up. That's just not even right. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know if you saw that, but I broke all that off and some other stuff here. Surfing, man. Yeah. Awesome. This is rad. Try to level it. Oh yeah. Okay. Don't go in the water. That's just not useful. I've been operating that machine for, I don't know, maybe 100 hours or so far since I bought it. And I've learned quite a few things, but it is very difficult to master. You're not going to do it in 100 hours, that's for sure. But anyway, like, you know, I got the bucket on there, right? And you would think that you could just slide it under some rocks and scoop it up and be off. It's not that easy. A lot of times what you're trying to scoop up is a lot bigger than that bucket, or it's slipping off, or like as you're getting under it, it's like you're pushing it forward and it's not gripping against anything. Meanwhile, you're on uneven terrain. Sometimes that terrain has clay-like material like this, or worst case, it's a slippery terrain that's bumpy, like what I'm dealing with these slabs of rocks out of the ground that has clay on top of it. And then, you know, not only do you not have the traction you need, you risk popping a track off. And you can, as an operator, I've learned, it just feels a certain way when that's about to happen. And you can definitely prevent it, but you can't all the time. And it's just a really awful feeling, because then you gotta you don't want to get down there and let grease out and put it back on. And anyway, that machine, it's amazing. It's really great. I love it. It takes a lot of skill, and hopefully I'm improving. Hopefully I'm getting there. I can see the quality of work improving that I'm doing with the thing, and getting more comfortable. Like, the machine is becoming like I am part of that machine, like my brain and my hands doing whatever, you know. To lift it up and try to get that track back on now. It's just annoying. It's such a buzzkill. We got a very nice pile here of gravestones. All right, that'll be good. Man, it's really adding up. Really cleaning up the area now. So, okay, we'll get that back on. I think I'm gonna call it a day though. Kids are almost home. So I walk down in shame. All right, guys, I'm working my tail off down on the driveway, busting up rock. I don't want Meg nearby. I would love to have Meg nearby, but I don't want to hurt her pretty face or anything like that. So, because when you start whacking at these rocks, they fly everywhere. And anyway, so Meg is show me the floor plan, Meg, after you're done with this dimension. Meg is knocking it out of the park here. Oh yeah, she's got the floor plan all done. This is in Fusion 360.
Not all done.
Well, that's the aerial.
Work.
That's the aerial. That's the floor plan. Now she's working on, what do you call this diagram? It's not the elevation. It's like the envelope, I guess.
Yeah, it's showing a cut of the wall.
Okay.
So we can show what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, Meg used to be a CAD drafter. She used to draw fire alarms in AutoCAD, and Fusion 360 comes natural to her because she did that for many years. And she's working hard on this. I gave her the reins on it because I got to be productive outside. And only one of us can be doing this rock project.
I got it, John.
All right. Bye, Meg. Anything else? What else? You're doing the slice. You're doing that. And then we got to work on our elevation drawings.
Mm-hmm. We need to decide on deck sizes to do that.
Okay. Cool.
We got it.
We got it. We're in
coming
business.
Together. We're going to be able to submit soon. We were going to just do our request for alternate material submittal and see what came of that, and then go from there with getting our building permit and stuff like that. The problem is that we want to submit everything all at once because we think we might have a better chance of getting approved for our alternate material if we're also submitting our plans and everything.
With details.
Yeah.
Not just an overall floor plan, like actual building envelope, the elevations, everything. The site drawing you did too.
Yeah. So we're trying to get all of this together and submit it all at once.
Yep.
And getting the drawings together is a lot of work.
It's a task. So I'm gonna leave her to it.
And John wanted to do it, and then I finally convinced him to let me do it because I get stuff done.
She does. I'll admit it. Meg gets stuff done, and I make stuff happen. And Carmen is just worthless right now. Honey, what are you doing? You want to go outside? Carmen? Want to go play? She's got both dinosaurs. Here you go, honey. You want to cuddle with your dinosaurs? All right. See you later, honey.
I gotta say, drawing like this is like riding a bike. It comes back to you. I haven't done this type of drawing on a computer. I got AutoCAD drawing. I'm using a different system, but I haven't done it in like 12, 13 years, and
you know what?
My hand just started doing things that it remembered doing hundreds of thousands of times, and it's funny how it comes back.
Did you know Autodesk makes AutoCAD and Fusion 360?
Oh yeah?
Yeah. The program she's using is Fusion 360, and that does a lot more than just basic drawings. It does like 3D modeling. It also does the CAM work for CNC machines. So we have...
It actually does a lot more than what we need.
It could even do engineer loads and things like that. So, okay. Have fun with my chicken scratch, and I'll try to be safe. Bye.
Okay.
All right, we just took Willie for a ride. Willie's doing good, guys. Willie's doing really good. I got a funny story for you, though. Okay, I left you yesterday when I was moving those big slabs of rock around, and as you know, I knocked the track off for the second time. It's just really tough terrain up there. So I knock the track off, I leave the machine, I come back down here, I'm getting Autumn ready for her softball practice, and well, I see this UPS man show up right over here. Here's our road, okay? He showed up right, he moved over. Now normally, like the guy, you know, you just pull in the driveway, right? When we have a delivery. I thought it was weird he stopped here, but I noticed there was a school bus coming up the road, and he went around him. But the poor guy went off the road. So he moved over for the bus, and you can't even really tell here with the long grass and everything on the ditch, but there's a significant ditch down there. And it was right around here. Yeah, that's his back wheel. And his front wheel went right here. Oh man, he was in a world of hurt. Look how deep that is. So we had a stuck UPS truck, and I said, I can help you out, man, but I gotta pop my track back on. So I put the track back on with Meg. It's been working out. Meg doing the operating and me actually finagling the track to go back on. So we got it back on. And this guy must have been thinking, like, what is happening? Like, I said, yeah, I got a machine that can pull you out. It's back in the woods over there. Just follow me, and, you know, we'll get you all set. Guy probably thinking he was going to get whacked. But anyway, I bring him out here, we get the track on, and then I get the skid steer down here. And I pulled the UPS truck out with the skid steer. I just chained up to his chassis on the back. There was a nice bar that went across on the frame. And Rambo, I told the guy, I said, put it in neutral or even just like throw it in reverse, just let off the brake. And he did that, and Rambo pulled the pulled the entire truck out of the ditch. It was awesome. I wish I recorded it, but did my good deed for the day. So I don't have to put the track on today. It's back on. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna follow the puppies up the trail. We're gonna go move the rest of those slabs around. So. Okay, guys. Yeah, next time, I'll put on the helmet and face shield. Sorry, I forgot. All right. I need to bring that chain down here. I'm going to move those tracks. They've been laying there for months. So this is where I left it yesterday. Look at this awesome road base I got going on here. It's fantastic. I'm in love with it. I couldn't be happier with this. This is amazing. So I've done, with our new technique, I've done like to here, I think. No, it was like right here. Right here all the way to the skid steer. I've done in the, we'll call it the smash technique. This stuff, much thinner, much flatter, much finer. Look what it breaks down to, not much. Okay, that, and here's my hand. Versus this stuff. Here's my hand. Okay, I tracked over it with the skid steer quite a few times, nice and slow, so I don't eat up the tracks too much. And it's been doing really, really good. Like yesterday, I was walking on this pretty coarse stuff, and I was kind of like twisting ankles. Now we could take the Cushman, the little truckster, Willie, and we could drive over this, and it's not really bumpy at all. So, long story short, it's been going great. This new, bring the slab like this and bash it up with the sledgehammer, which is where's my sledgehammer? There it is. Yeah, this is my tool tree here. I hang stuff on it. Got my sledgehammer, got my safety glasses, got the helmet. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go get one more slab, and I'll try to drop it on top of this one. So I'll be right back. Breaks it up nicely. See, I didn't come back around again. and bust these bigger ones smaller. But it's that quick. Pretty easy.
John's been doing awesome on this road while I work on the drawings. And Clara,
Yes.
you're here to help?
Hmm?
All right, we gotta move these tracks finally.
Is it heavy?
Yeah, it's a heavy chain.
I would say, well, 16 ounces is in a pound, so I'd like 32 ounces.
It's heavy. It's more than 32 ounces, honey. All right, Daddy, that's good.
Clara.
Okay, wait. Can you lock the controls?
It's off. It's locked.
Okay.
That's the important part, Clara. You don't do anything till I go like this. Okay? That means my hands are off the joysticks, or this is locked like this. All right, do it.
Right,
Go
you
through the bottom.
go from the bottom.
Sorry.
Yep. Up and around as much as you can. No, you want
No.
to pull more through, honey.
Come like over to here. You could do it. Be strong.
Yeah, that's good. Right there.
That's
Hey, we're
good.
fine. Yep.
Good.
Pull the rest through too, honey. Pull the rest through. Good.
Good.
Is that gonna reach?
Let's see. Here you go. Wait.
Hold on, honey. Hold on.
Do you how do you have it linked over here?
They're both
Oh,
linked
okay.
together.
Okay. Now Clara, see, this is wait, let me talk. Hold on. This is how most people think to do a chain. That's how they think that it's supposed to go. But that's incorrect. Okay? It will work like that, but it's stronger if you put it on one of these links all the way across. You try to do it like that? Nope, not in the hole. Here. Put it on like that.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay? That is stronger. And it won't slip off as easy, okay?
That's what that hook is designed to do.
Okay.
Okay? Now when you have a boyfriend, you could teach him that. I was just wondering if you could get down here, Clara. Can you reach this one of
Yes.
these chains? Go ahead.
Do one of those links down there.
That's
Just the way I taught you. No?
here, right here.
Go across a whole
Nope,
link.
right here, this one. Good. Very
Perfect.
good.
Good job.
That's how you do it, okay?
All right, back to drawing lines on the computer.
I wanted to give you a first-person view of these, breaking up these rocks into that, okay? So, and I've been doing this for a couple days now, and I know I only have about, geez, maybe I completed 100 feet here. That's generous. Maybe 80, I don't know. About 80 feet or so. But, you know, just because I've been working on it a few days doesn't mean that I've been working on it consistently, because you work like this and you just get gassed. Like your muscles are just like stop. So when I feel like that, I just stop. And it's mostly legs and arms. Back seems fine. All right, I wanted to bust this up and kind of show you, because I've learned a few things. When you handle material over and over and over again, it's like you become so much more productive and more professional, more efficient at it. like anything else. So here's my approach here. I'm looking at this rock here, the one in front. All right, and these rocks have seams, and I wanted to share that a little bit with you. I know that the seams of this rock are going to go like this here. And just because there's a top and a bottom, it doesn't mean that all the seams are equally going through the rock. They could totally like come like this and go downward. You don't know until you crack it open. Let's just whack off a piece here and see what it is. All right. So now you could kind of look at it, what I just did, and see that there's a number of veins or seams. I don't know what you want to call it. Get you off the head so I know I'm getting a good shot here. But you could see kind of like the layers, the lines going this way. Now, if it's a thin enough piece, you could just put pressure here and it'll crack it into desirable pieces. But if you try to do that and it's much, much thicker, you're going to run into an issue. So let's work this a little bit and see. And if I need to change my approach to this, I'll explain what I'm doing. Okay. I'll bet you I'll get to here at least before I have to change. I mean, you could even go like this, okay? Instead of whacking that right there, you could start hitting at the bottom. Don't hit at the top. I've learned that because that will send stuff flying at you. If you hit toward the bottom, that will send stuff in the ground and you'll start seeing like little cracks, little cracks, little cracks, little cracks. Then you could come up top and hit it and you have some nice gravel. See that? All I'm doing there is thinning out the piece and then come along and hit there. Didn't take long, did it? Also, hitting it on the ground is a lot of work. Ugh, that one broke nicely, but I had to hit it pretty hard. If you hit it on the rock itself, you barely have make a liar out of me. You barely have to put any pressure on that at all. Make sure you're wearing safety glasses, but you should, when you learn how to hit these things, you should know, like down here, if you hit the bottom, you're not getting the spray up toward you. It's going to go toward the earth. A lot of times you want to hit it like this, face on, because when this makes impact like this, and there's like a piece of rock in the way, like that, it's going to spray outward like this, not at you. So be careful with that. And the other thing I learned is that the clay material, or just the ground, see there's limestone and there's shale. This is limestone, the blue stuff. It's what they make roads out of. Well, gravel roads anyway, base material. The clay is much softer and it's the brown material that's on top. So if you have a lot of it and you hit like right here, all right, it almost cushions the blow, so you're gonna have to hit a lot harder here. You get something that's relatively clean, like right here, that's going to be a nice spot to hit. So this is a bit thicker. I'm gonna start from the edges, see where I get to, and then I might switch tactics and go from the side. Let's see what this does. That's pretty hard. Actually, that's a good example. Let me show you this. Hopefully I could show you some seams. All right, great. Got some grain here. Okay, so as you can see now, I talked to we actually have a friend. This is kind of funny. And if you're watching, no offense, buddy, but his name is Clay. And he's a geologist. So how cool is that? I thought it was appropriate. I'm sure he's heard that joke many times. Sorry, Clay. But anyway, I asked him about this rock. And like we were grabbing stuff with the tractor and the skid steer, and like we'd come along the grade and rip it, and it would rip just because plants grow on that topsoil, and like they work their way into these veins. But as you could see these veins? How can I show it to you? I want you to get some depth. I'm trying to give you a good angle. You could probably see that. I mean, they're going this way, right? And I asked Clay, I said, do the veins go all the way through the rock? He said, absolutely, there's a grain. But the thing is, these veins, they will intersect, and you almost have a knot in the rock. Just because this piece here has veins like this, it doesn't mean it's going to continue through this way. And that's where you get all these weird, different kind of like bulges like this. Like these veins are probably going through around like here, and then this section will have its own veins. So it's tricky to work with, but now I just broke off that section. I know that if I hit it here and work my way up, it's gonna be very productive. Now, an amateur would just hit right on top here and gas themselves out and get exhausted very quickly. But if you hit the rock in the right spot, you could be very productive, and you could get a lot more work done. So if anybody's doing any work like this, I just wanted to share that. And it took me a couple hours of working with this material to really start figuring things out. But take a hammer and don't just give up because you weren't getting a lot done right off the bat. I'm being very productive now, and it shows. This is giving me some really nice material. So, all right, so I'm gonna be hitting here now, and hopefully that'll break off some shards toward the ground. See, I don't like standing them up like this either and doing that. Like sometimes it works, but let's see. Yeah, that was pretty good. See where it just went flying? It's kind of unpredictable. I'd rather, see it just hit my legs? I'd rather have that thing down. Like this one here, I'd rather have that facing down the ground and hit toward the bottom. Like that. See that? Perfect. So you could do that a number of times to the point where you're up here, and then you could hit from the top. That has some of that brown stuff, see it? Here's a whole layer of brown shale that's kind of cushioning my blow. It's a softer material than the limestone, the blue material that's in there. I'm going to switch sides, come here, and I'm just going to muscle it the rest of the way. See the seams? They're going this way. Look, right there, see? What I was talking about with the veins? Like this has a different vein going this direction, aside from the one that's going across. It's interesting. That's why it's not breaking easily. Alright guys, to finish today's episode, hope you enjoyed this road building using primitive techniques. I mean primitive, I am using a skid steer, but you know, bashing it with a sledgehammer, I'd say that's pretty primitive in its own respect. But wanted to leave a little thought with you, and I'd like to quote somebody, Captain Phil Harris of the Cornelia Marie. I watched him once and it really stuck with me. It hit home when he said that everybody wants to get rich, but no one wants to work for it. And maybe that's our whole mindset with this entire project. And the way I see rich, you know, with him, it was always crab fishing and, you know, going out to sea and making money and trying to make the numbers work and everything and getting that catch. And it's all dollars, dollars, dollars. For me, it's a matter of just working hard and then reflecting back on that time in our lives. So every time I come home from wherever I am and I drive down this driveway and I go across this gravel, I'm giving that sense of accomplishment. And the same thing will happen when we build the house and walk in, or you know, build our garden or whatever other structure, or who knows where the road is going to take us, literally. But everybody, I mean, that saying, everyone wants to be rich, but no one wants to work for it. I'm willing to work for it, and I just have a different definition of rich. Down there, let's just be cavemen and women, cave women. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
It's gonna be the fastest and the cleanest, right?
And we actually recorded it?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Make you look real good.
Yeah, baby. We could show that project in real time. Why don't you tell me my fly was down? Not cool, guys.